Hello everybody, I hope you guys are having a good day wherever you are, and welcome to the first ever episode of the Hues vlog. I want to start doing this probably on a weekly basis, just as a way to flesh myself out so you guys can get to know the man behind the music a little better, and also so that maybe I can get to know you guys a better. So, you know, in case you guys find what's relatable, you find this kind of content relatable. A little slip up there. And if ever in a million years one of these songs was a huge hit or something, all the people curious about my origins can come to this video and have a good chuckle. Yeah, so I thought in this episode it'd be nice to just introduce myself a little more. So yeah, I am Hues. In case you've only ever seen my music with the wave function behind it and you haven't seen me in my new music video, this is what I look like. It's nothing much, but hopefully it'll do. I'm 20, almost 21, and well, I'm gonna keep where I am, where I'm doing all this from, a secret for now, because I'm curious to see where you guys would guess I am based on my voice, because let me tell you, my accent and where I live definitely don't match up. So I thought I'd talk a bit also about my musical background, because it's probably not the most typical background for the type of music I'm making and the type of music I hope to make. And that's actually, until very recently, I was a full-on, full-blooded classical musician. Well, I wanted to be a classical musician. Until very recently, I was studying at the Royal College of Music. But for a host of reasons, that didn't work out. It's a very competitive field, and you have to be honest with yourself where your ability lies. Now, everyone around me says I am a very good cellist. That's why I studied at the college. I played the cello. And I think objectively, a lot of people would say I'm good. But you have to be the absolute best to have a career in classical music, and in another video maybe I'll unpack what was going on when I showed up at the college, how that was really detrimental to my progress and how it eventually led to my decision to leave. Well, since I played the cello, I thought I'd put this vinyl on the piano stand. This is a vinyl of Leonard Rose, probably the first great American cello virtuoso. This is him playing the Dvorak cello concerto and the Tchaikovsky Rococo variations. If you've never heard either of those pieces, I strongly recommend both. They're some of the best pieces ever written for the cello. I still deeply love music. It's probably my favorite thing in the whole world. Besides good friends. You can't go wrong with good friends. But besides that, yeah, music's probably my favorite thing in the whole world, and I'm a very creative person, and so I just thought I would start writing my own songs, because although there is quite a stereotype in classical music that we all hold our noses up at pop music, I've always been quite a big fan of pop music as well. I mean, when I was younger, I was the biggest Queen nerd out there. I listened to everything, I read all the books, and I really hope the influence of Queen does come out in my music, because I owe an enormous debt to that band for my love and appreciation of music. So I've always been a fan of popular music, and actually when I was younger, right before I really went hardcore classical musician, I wrote some songs myself, but then as I got more invested in my cello studies, that was quickly put to the side until now. And also, although I've been a cellist, I've always loved playing the piano. In fact, I started playing the piano before the cello, but if you think playing the cello's hard in a classical sense, my god, the piano's even tougher. But I've always loved it, so Hues in some ways is an excuse to keep playing the piano, keep getting better at it, and really have a purpose to my playing. You know, so every time I sit down at the piano, it's, well, I've got to work on the next song, or got to get better at the piano for the next song. And that's really nice to have a genuine goal every time you sit down at something. So the goals for the Hues channel is just really to explore all the musical interests I never had time to do before. And that's largely around popular music, but that also includes a bit of jazz. I'm trying to get better at improvising, and maybe one day when I feel like I've developed enough, I'll start putting videos of me improvising up as well. But overall, I just want to explore all the music I haven't had time to before, and I want to write my own music. I think one of the biggest struggles maybe for classical musicians who do have a creative bent is that you do spend a lot of time playing other people's music, and that's not because it's bad. In fact, it's terrific music in my opinion. But it does take its toll in the sense that you are only playing something that someone else has played, and in my case, someone else is playing a lot better than you. And it makes you wonder sort of where, like, it's harder to feel like an individual in that sense. So with this own music, for better or for worse, depending on its quality, at least I can say it's my own, and that in the future I'll always have this channel to look back at. Because that's another thing, I really haven't recorded much of my journey with the cello. So now that that's over and I'm turning a new leaf in my life, it's kind of frightening how few mementos I do have from that time in my life. I have a few, but nothing that will compare to this, where I'll have a whole YouTube channel. You know, I'll have videos, I'll have songs that I've written, I'll have music videos I made for said songs, and I'll have vlogs like this, so I can look back. I think it'll be nice in a couple years if I keep it up, to look back and really see this all. So more important to me than the glitz and the glam of being super popular and stuff like that is just actually building almost a legacy, or building a personal legacy that if no one else can appreciate, I can appreciate. And that's not saying I don't think about all of you guys out there who have been listening and supporting the music so far, and that's been really great, and I'm so grateful for you all for doing that. But it's just, for me personally, it's important to do this, and I think everyone has something like this in their life where they think about it and they go, that would mean a lot to me if I did it. And that's really what spurred me to do this YouTube channel. So I hope you guys are enjoying all the content so far. I've certainly got a lot more content I want to do on the way. And if you like what you see, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and to follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Hues. I really appreciate you listening to this. If you are, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one.